I, I had 15-day inspection period instead of and then so they want 7. So I was thinking,
Business days?
is it even possible to do it?
Yeah, did you say business days?
Yes, I said 15 business days, and she countered back with 7 days periods. And then so I was thinking of trying to see if she can do 10 business days, but I didn't know if that would actually even be possible or not.
Yeah, 10 business days works. I go 15. I overdo it big time. Most people go 7 business days. So if you can get 10 business days, we're good.
But they was gonna do on the other LOI I sent in for the other property I found. He countered back with he changed the terms and price, but I did
Okay.
with I did he it was probably 80 something, and he wanted so I gave him like 67.4. He countered back like 74.5.
Okay.
I think that gap is just he came down already 4,000 right before I offered it to him, so I feel like he's losing out on it, so he's not going to go any lower. But he was just seeing where we can meet in the middle, so he thought that we could meet, and he can only lose 7,000 out of it. But this was just because I was going for that buy box that the guy had. So these properties are just it's different for me. It's like I had to change a whole mindset because I'm not used to looking for this specific thing to try and fit his one buy box because I don't know if it'll sell for anything else just because if the numbers work. So it's kind of weird, but I know the 65s might. I just didn't know if we could do that inspection time because I know we have to try and sell that.
Are you putting that through Richard's side, or are we doing it for you?
It just depended because I didn't know if y'all can or he can, if that makes sense. I don't know who can do it faster. I don't care who goes to, and I really care about the actual time, like money wise. Like I don't care if I get 5,000, 2,000, whatever. I didn't really care about that part, but I just wanted to make
the education.
Huh?
You want the education and you want proof of concept.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to do it. Yeah, I would suggest not doing it through Hold My Hand Wholesale because they're so slow and they're so overwhelmed, and they don't vet their deals well enough. So they have all these crappy deals that are taking up the time for the people that are trying to dispo everything. We don't accept deals that aren't good. And I know yours is good. So yeah, let's and you had the buy box for the
I got my box for that guy and took all that criteria and just searched through the atlas for that just to get it, just to make sure I can find something for him to see if I can get an actual contract quicker, because I was looking for something cheaper and I started looking.
Who froze? Did I freeze or did you freeze? Who froze? Is that me, guys? Did I freeze? He froze. Okay. Good. I'm glad I didn't say anything, thinking I was frozen. Let me start up TikTok too. All right. Let's see if he comes back. Yeah, guys. With the dispo that we do, we're more hands-on than Richard. Richard doesn't know how to dispo. He just sends it off to his people, and he doesn't really pay attention to anything because he's busy, marketing and teaching and all that stuff. So okay, we're gonna let SW hang tight. Maybe he'll be back. But is anybody else? Wait, now did Marilyn say Steven is in? I'm bringing you up, Steven. Here's a blast from the past. Let's get you on stage, sir. Guys, here's one of the greatest guys you'll ever meet.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing fantastic for a Saturday. Just working on deals. It sounds like you got a bit of a cold.
I finally can talk, so that's kind of cool.
Well, that's always important.
I had to bail for the last few days because I couldn't talk.
Oh my
So that
God,
was,
that sucks. That sucks. What's going on?
so how's life away from Hold My Hand Wholesale? You're
Yeah,
focused on other stuff.
I had to take a step back and drum up and start my residential real estate business here locally in Northern California because these large commercial deals take time to close.
They're brutal, and when you've got the skills to do a bunch of stuff. So
Well,
you know
I'm
what?
licensed, so I was like, why don't I just do some residential deals here? And so currently I have 5 listings and just sold a house and got a handful
Yeah,
of buyers, and so my residential business, I fired that back up, and now I'm basically doing both. So wholesaling commercial real estate, commercial real estate development, and now doing retail residential with my license.
that's awesome. Yeah, and so my dream, and I think we've talked about it before, and I think Wholesale Atlas, the Atlas, is working on it as well. Is where can we put together a list of retail buyers and just
Mm.
kind of get a buy box for retail people that can't qualify for loans? Those are my favorites because I've got three homes I own now in Texas, and I want to do all of them as lease to owns because there's so many people in Texas because it's right near the border that can't qualify for a loan.
Are you marketing them on Facebook Marketplace?
Not yet. I just closed on them this week.
I would
And so,
recommend, I would recommend marketing them on Facebook Marketplace. Do you have them in trusts?
yeah, they're all 3 in trusts.
Yeah, I would do Facebook Marketplace and just do the A to B, B to C, and
Right.
then now you're marketing the B to C, and then I would just advertise the property with whatever you need as far as the inception of the down payment for the B to C, and then just bump the interest rate, a point and a half, and then
What
you'll
I
make
was
the spread.
I was gonna get super aggressive. I was just gonna give like, here's what you pay per month. I wasn't gonna give any interest rates or anything. It's like it's gonna be 20 grand down. You pay this much a month. Super simple. Keep it very because I feel like when we get into the realtor speak and all that with retail buyers, they get all freaked out.
Yeah, I would also would have an English explanation of that, and then I also would put that in Spanish too.
It's a great idea. That's a really good idea for sure.
And then go on Facebook Marketplaces. That's where you're going to find those particular buyers. You know,
Absolutely. See what that is.
you're freezing.
There you go. You were too. You're back.
All right, I'm back.
You are
So yeah,
back. Well, good.
back.
It's great to see you. It's good to hear you.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah,
Likewise.
anytime you're bored and you want to go live, let me know. That's we're just building this. We're I think we're about 600 strong now.
Okay,
So we're
sweet.
we're just having fun.
Having fun,
Six,
making money.
so that's yeah, exactly. Well, that's the whole point. I mean, Richard got give you the short story. Richard got mad at me for JVing with a student before in his eyes, again, not the truth, but Richard's truth, before we did anything for him. he had come on stage with Richard and brought a deal that we had already talked to the realtor and everything on a Friday and over the weekend. And then he brought it to Richard on Monday, and Richard felt like he got the deal done, even though my TCs and me, we dealt with it the whole weekend. And then the student's like, yeah, so I'm JVing with Trent. He's like, why are you even JVing with him? That doesn't make any sense. Like he didn't do anything. He blah, 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 blah. And so then it turned into a bash on my character, saying that I stole money from the student and I stole the $9,000 assignment fee. But so Richard then took over the entire deal, which whatever. Never sold it, never got it disposed, nothing ever happened. There wasn't no $9,000. It never happened. So
Did the student get paid? Did the deal get disposed?
no, nothing happened.
Oh,
Never got disposed, never got nothing. And so Richard, in his incredible, like when he overreacts. I was just I was the latest target for his overreaction. And so with absolutely no proof or anything, he started telling everybody that I've been stealing from students, even though he approved that form that I've got. He approved that maybe 6-8 months ago, and I've done 3,400 submissions. So it's not like it just happened. I don't know. So he got mad at me, challenged my character. That made me mad. So I started just promoting Wholesale Atlas because it's a 10 times better program than PropStream. He got mad at that because PropStream pays him 30 grand a month to promote PropStream. And he said, I can't promote anything else, even though it's better. Both he and Chris liked Wholesale Atlas better. And then he just started getting mad at me. And so I started my own Discord and was letting people know in DMs, which those are my direct messages. They're none of his business. And he got mad at that. So then I got booted. Like, okay, well, whatever. There we go.
whatever. I mean, you had gone live and built up that live stream for some time too. I mean, I don't understand why there couldn't be a way to kind of work together and figure that all out.
I would think so, but he's actually got a disorder that he told me about that he was diagnosed. It's called oppositional. What is it? Let me look it up. It's ODD or OOD or something like that. Oppositional defiance disorder, I think is what it is.
Mm.
And I'm like, oh wait, Steven and I would call that being 23. I don't think that's a disorder. I think that's just being young. So,
Well,
but it is what it is. I mean, I feel bad for him. I didn't realize. I mean, he really relies on PropStream because they had run out of money after their, their whirlwind Filipino trip and the $40,000 Hawaii trip and all that stuff. They ran out of money, and PropStream advanced them money on future sales, and so they're beholden to them. I get it, but he always talks about how important it is to put the students first, and then he doesn't. It is one of those things. So that brings us to this, and I'm happy to be here. I just want to help people out. I think it's fun.
fantastic. Well, I'd like to help you out as well, so we can all make some money together, and all can bring some value and talk about the things that I'm working on, and see if I can help some students skills across.
Yeah, I would love your knowledge here. It would be amazing.
Okay, yeah, we'll have to talk offline and figure out what that schedule is.
Yeah, no, and you're free to talk about, do whatever you want here. This is an actual open forum where I'm never going to charge for the Discord. I think that's silly. Even though Richard, there's like 9,000 people that don't show up, that he's making money off of every month, $20 each. So it's like 180 grand, 200 grand, which is crazy.
I mean, good for him, and he's certainly put the time and energy into building up his space, and he does well at marketing. So, to each their own.
Hey, if you can come in for your commercial brilliance, we'd love that. That'd be amazing.
Yes, sir.
You're awesome. So good. How's the Pacific Northwest?
Pacific Northwest is still here.
I love it. You're the best.
Yeah,
Well, have a great.
I'm gonna go grab some breakfast and let's talk more offline.
Okay, perfect. Take it easy.
All right, talk soon. See you guys.
Thanks for coming in. All right, SW, we got you back. How are you, sir?
Doing good. Sorry, it closed up. So are we good to say 2 business days for those 2 houses? Just
Yeah, do
email
me a
her
favor.
back to him.
Let's look at them real quick just to make sure. I don't want to. Guys, one thing we're not going to do is dispo bad deals. It's just not going to happen in here. We're only going to dispo good stuff.
Okay. Let me see if I can find it again. I'll
Yeah,
get the address.
Yeah, just send it to me in the
Send it to
DMs.
you. I think I did. I sent you one for sure.
Perfect. Let's see. Hey, Marilyn, are you seeing the unusual DM activity that there's a warning from Discord? I don't know what it is. I know Richard finally accepted the friend request under the name Isaac Lopez or something. It's kind of funny. So I don't know if he's being shady or not. I have no idea. Okay, let's see what you got here.
I don't know what it is.
Is that the Lake Charles one?
No, hold on.
Okay.
This one right here. Just send it to you. Yeah.
Got it.
There's 2 of them identical, and they have one has better pictures than the other. She said she's getting professional pictures done for it. The owners are still living in it, but they're going to be vacant at the time of close.
Okay, perfect.
So you can put Section 8 in it also, and Section 8 rent's pretty good too. So either way, it's in a really.
I really like this one. I can't remember, it's so big for being so small, for just being a 3-2.
1,500 square foot townhouse that you can use for Section 8 because the board that was overhanded.
Okay. It's 2 units in there, but you only own one of them. Is that the deal?
So house, and it's one home with 2 units in the home, but it's split in half, so you only have half a home. That's why they said an actual loan wouldn't touch it, but you can buy it with cash and have cash flow constant. And even if you had, you still could. So this is more of a cash for a landlord or me.
Right. Your offer was what?
65 cash, and they both accepted, but they wanted to change the terms from 15-day to 10-day inspection, and that was pretty much it. Because and 30-day close, I just put 45 because that's what that man wanted on his buy box. That's the only reason I changed the criteria in there. Gotcha. Usually it's at or 30 or before 30, but
do me a favor and copy that buy box just so I know which one we're talking about, so I can find it and see what we're talking about.
What, buddy? We're doing work. We're doing work in Home Depot, and we're doing work on phone.
Is that one of 4?
Yes, it is. My little munchkin. I love this little buddy. Where is it?
Okay. So we're going 65 here. Let's see.
Where's
and rents are 1,200, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or unless you go off of the Section 8, then yeah. I think Section 8 was a little higher. Either way, I think.
Yeah.
So either way, you'd still.
So the second one is just like this, but down the road, or what?
Yes, it's in the same complex. It's just down the street. It's like a couple of doors down. It's like on the next building over, I think. One or 2 over.
Both of these on each of these, like 130 total. Yeah.
Yes. But I asked if we could do them together, and she said no because they're different owners. Gotcha. Because They did that, but I'll try and get all three for like 170. But she said no. The other one said they won't take less than 75 cash for one. And I was like, well, I don't think that's gonna work. And then the other, so I was like, we'll just take these two cash 65, and I wrote them a LOIs for it with that. And she said she just wants to change the terms, and that's it. And it was the inspection period, and she wants it 7 days, but I don't know. That's why I asked you if that's even possible.
Okay. So our biggest thing here is, and I'm not sure, but if the common wall is going to be a problem. Nothing else. We're gonna run it through and see if that ends up being a problem. But if I can find first-time investors, I'm sure they'll be into this and not care. More seasoned investors probably will have a problem with the common wall. That's the only thing.
What do you mean by the company split?
Well, the fact that it's one building with 2 units, like you own half of the building. So now you have to deal with the other owner.
Well, they
on things
and with this they said you didn't, because you're the owner, or I guess you'd say they're insured their hands. And they said whenever something happens, because it's not directed by a board anymore, they don't have to deal with the other owner to do it, because on one of them, she redone the roof. One of the owners redone the whole roof on her side. And since it's half the building themselves, you can split it and do half and half. So they did. On the front, you see the peak of the roof, and on the back, they just redone their half of it, and it's done and flattened out. So you don't have to with the other individuals. That's what she said is a good thing, but some investors they just don't like it. They would rather the whole.
Yeah,
but
that's my word. But hey, let's in education figure it out, because if she's got others and we prove it on this one, that's why I'm saying a new investor is going to be way more into this, because it's cheap enough and cash flow as well. So if they're just looking at that, we're good to go.
Okay.
Because you'll get $500 a month as cash flow.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll see what happens as far as the assignment fees. I'm not even sure how easy it will be to sell, but we'll take it on. Let's. I like the education. So.
Okay. Let's see.
So your next step is to go ahead and fill out the form that Marilyn put in the chat. And then that will go into my back end and do you have it under contract? I'm probably posting again. Hold on. Yep, I think we're frozen again. Armando, you're not frozen. You're looking pretty good. How are you, sir? There we go. Killer. Okay. Hey, SW, if you can still hear me, just fill out the form that's in the chat. And guys, when you get something under contract, we're happy to dispo it. I just want to review it before you guys put it into our into the deal form there. And oh, thanks, Marilyn. So it's in your DM as well. I think Home Depot shut you down. I'm gonna move you into the audience. So guys, yeah, if you want to dispo with us, absolutely. I want to now that I can. We actually have, I think, one from just this last couple weeks that is getting done. We signed contracts yesterday, and so with the buyer, so we sold it, and things are good. Okay, Armando, how are you, sir? You're on mute. You know that, right? You didn't know that. So go down to the microphone. Like, I'm not 12. I don't know how to do this. Go down to the microphone and just click it. Your microphone's probably red right now. Just click the microphone and there you go.
You hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Can hear
Hello?
you. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
I know.
Anyways,
so try unplugging your headphones. Take your headphones.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can't hear you. My daughter just left. She went, okay, maybe you just can hear me. I just wanted to say something. And so don't worry so much about the other guy because you're down to earth. You're real. He is selling castles in a dream and it's unraveling. And you're helping do that. That's why I'm going more to you than I don't want to say, the other guy, because you can see that things are starting to fall on him. You just keep on track, bro. Stay on track. People will come. Let him do what he's going to do. Remember the what they say. You put attention on them, they come to you. Forget about him. You keep on track. That's all I wanted to say. Just keep going.
Oh, nice.
Forget
So
about
nice
the other
to
guy.
you. Thank you. What do you do, Lil? Thank you so much. That's super nice. I appreciate that. What a good guy. Yeah, let's do that. I agree. I totally agree. All right. I'll put you back. You'll be all set. We'll get Armando up one time and he'll be able to hear us as well. All right, guys, jump up. Let's if you guys want to, since I'm allowed to now. Oh, Ashley Rose is here. Let's see what's going on. I'm happy to find you guys deals. Anybody interested in me? I'll just start searching the atlas. I'll share my screen with you. It's going to be a trust exercise. I will pick somebody and say that these, and I'll get you like 4 or 5 addresses that you can call on right now. If that's something that you're interested in, let's do that. I want to get you guys deals. Ashley, you are coming up, but it's spinning. There we go. How are you, Ashley?
Hi, I'm good. I'm just dedicated to figuring this out.
Okay, we're
But
gonna
I'm
do
good.
it. Have you
We're gonna do
signed
it.
have you signed up for Atlas?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I have.
Easier, right? Like totally
It
easier.
is so much easier. I will admit, I don't know if I still fully understand how it works, but I have such a sense of relief, and it's just been a very different experience than buy box. I kind of feel like I have a little bit more of a grasp of what's going on.
Okay, and what's
So
funny
we're
is
making progress.
I did the same thing. I was using it the wrong way. So it's not one that you want to go in and just search an address as much as using that lead gen. The lead gen
Right.
and find a city because you got a client, right? That wants a certain city, wants New York. Is that right? So
I have someone that wants New York and someone who wants Raleigh, North Carolina.
oh, Raleigh. Okay, good. So
Yeah.
have you used lead gen yet? I'm gonna change your life again.
I'm ready for it. Go ahead.
Okay, let's change some lives here. Let's go to Raleigh.
Okay.
I'm gonna share my this thing.
I mean, I have an address, but if you want to do it your way, we'll do it your way.
Just to start, I'm gonna let you just so you know
That's
what to
fine.
do.
Yeah, let's do that then. Okay.
Okay,
Let's
so
do the
we'll
thing.
do Raleigh, North Carolina, right here.
Yeah.
So I went to lead gen up at the top. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So click lead gen and then do Raleigh, North Carolina. And lead gen
Yeah.
pops up first for you. So sometimes you'll put your address in here and it goes, what? What are you talking about? So
Okay.
this is Raleigh, North Carolina. Marcus, I'm bringing you up as well. And so the way I do it is I go to sort by and I go by price. Now, the person that wants something in Raleigh, what are they willing to pay?
So that actually he didn't tell me that, but he is doing fix and flips.
Oh, perfect.
So, okay.
Say no more. I got you covered.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
gonna love it. This is the best. Okay, I
Okay.
don't usually do fix and flips, and so you go price, low to high, and then it just starts giving you things. 158, 1790, our 1%
I
rule.
think I looked at that one yesterday. I think I did.
Okay, 159, 1790. 172, 1760. I mean, we're still close. These are all going to be, a lot of these are really close to the 1% rule. So we want to call. These first 6 are fine. 195, 1790, it's close. These are the ones you want to go after to start off with, and especially if you're looking for fix and flips. So these all have really good rents. the other beautiful thing is you're seeing everything all at once. You're seeing the days listed. You're seeing what the potential rent is for Section 8, 1238 for normal rent. You're seeing that they have 10% equity, and you're seeing a potential of what you're going to, what strategy you're going to use. So they kind of let you know
Right.
right off the bat. So Raleigh,
So now what happens,
there's not
just
more.
hypothetically, what happens if you go in there and it says, as like it's
Here.
compatible?
Yeah, I'll show you. So
Okay.
this one's a hybrid because they've got
Okay.
62% equity.
Okay.
Okay. 159. We're going to analyze the lead. So
Yeah.
the one thing I want you to see too, up here right away, it tells you there's one open loan. Okay. And
Okay.
if you like this property, I want you to do this too. If you put a heart on it, okay, that way you
Mhm.
can find it when you're going back. But even better, notes. You can put notes here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. And then save that. And it's one of those things where you're like, cool, it's saved, but where the heck is it? Then you go back to your dashboard, and there it is.
There it is.
So then you can stay a little bit organized without writing everything down and doing all that crap. You're just good to go. Okay, so let's go
Right.
back to that one. So we're analyzing that lead. Right away, we go to loan history. They're a 4.53. They owe 59,000. Okay, they're asking 159. So they might be overpriced a little bit. We'll see. But we all hate hybrids, but wholesale outlets makes it easy. Click on a hybrid, it gives you the offer price, the down payment, which is right in line with what I love, is 5%. So it already figures in the rent estimates. Let's go normal on that. If we were going Section 8, then we'd hit Section 8. It would figure it
Mhm.
out for those. So go normal. And here's all your monthly cost breakdown. The only thing we have to figure out is what are we going to give the seller? Okay. So we know the
Right.
rent's 1410. This is our only calculation we have to deal with. 1410 is our price to seller, but our
Mhm.
payment alone is 348. Excuse me, golly.
Bless you.
So, thank you. So to figure out our loan, what we're going to pay the payment, because we're already paying 348. Okay,
Mhm.
and the rents are, we're going to call 14. So 1410 divided by 4, which is 25%, is 352. So we're right at where we've got to be for this to work. So this one's gonna be a little rough. So we're gonna say $100 a month to the seller for their equity. Okay.
And
So
now
we're
that
splitting,
puts you in the red right there.
right. So that's why, so we're 20. So as a hybrid, this doesn't work because they've got so much money and they're so overpriced.
Mhm. Mhm.
Price is crazy. I would say their price would probably be more like, let's go down to 100. So you can change these things around without having to deal with the
Yeah.
calculator. Okay, so we like 100. Then we come down here. Still says no bueno, even at
Yeah.
100,000.
Some of
So
them
this,
some of the properties I'm looking at, no matter how I play with the numbers, I'm still in the red with everything, and I'm just like, okay, I guess this isn't gonna work.
yep. So you move on. I mean, the bottom line with this one, you probably have to be like right. I mean, this is basically a subject to you take it over for what they owe. So they're tremendously overpriced. So we just let it go. We're okay with letting these things go. That's my. But it's interesting.
Right.
There's not a whole lot in Raleigh. I would think Raleigh would be a lot more.
So I have a total dumpster fire of a property.
Yeah, let's see it. So
Um,
let's go.
okay.
We can go.
All right.
Search.
I'm gonna send you the address. Wait till you see.
Okay.
The
Now,
outside is adorable.
guys in the Discord, since we're all learning and everything, don't steal this property. The what happens, and let's go through the whole scenario. If you take this from Ashley, then when she calls on it, somebody else has already called on it, and they get confused. There's too many people calling on it. We're all pitching the same thing. It ends up nobody gets it. So let's just be respectful, because I want you guys to learn, but sometimes we gotta have the address show. Is that okay, Ashley, or do you want to not let it be shown?
Well, I'm sending it to you. Yeah, but yeah, you can put up the address because
Is that okay?
it is what it is. I mean, I'm convinced it's what me, whatever's meant for some.
And if it's a dumpster fire too, let's see what we got. And, okay, tell me why is it a dumpster fire?
There's like no kitchen. It's like missing hunks of the floor
Oh, it's
or the
really
upstairs, the ceiling. Yeah, it's adorable on the outside, and it's been in the same family for eons. And like, but I was like, how can you justify asking that price for it?
Yeah, they can't. How long has it been on? 270.
Forever. Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because rehab costs, I'm gonna say, just looking at it really quick, is 30 grand.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see where we're at with the cash price. Yeah, let's lose that for a minute. Yeah, there's no return. So they own it outright. So we want to go towards seller finance on this. Okay.
Yeah.
So now at their offer price with 5% down, do you know what the regular rent estimate is?
Give me one
Let's say
second. I will
1,200.
pull that.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess 1,200, and that's probably low.
Give me one second.
No worries. And so I'll just fill this in. I'm gonna say at that price, if we give them 300 a month, that we got.
Yeah, rent estimate is 12.
1,200. Yeah, yeah. Even there, we could put this down to 100 grand, and I don't think it'll even work. That's interesting.
Now I've been
Because
playing with the numbers, and I'm like where I think there might be like like reasonable is like 85,000 maybe.
with this one,
Yeah.
yeah, probably cash. If you go cash at 85, let's see what that does. Because yeah, none of it makes sense just because it needs so much
It
rehab.
doesn't. So I was thinking cash 85.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
just
There
kind of
you
had
go.
a good chuckle at the price.
You get 13, but it's not. It's not even. It's not. And you already called on this property, yeah.
I sent them a message because nobody answered, so I sent them a text.
Yeah, just hammer them. Yeah, this one's. It's just. I would say this is so much work. That's not gonna be worth it.
Yeah, I mean if somebody loves the work, then great, but
No, but even with all the work and everything, you're still not going to cash flow anything worth a while.
yeah.
So it's kind of like let somebody else deal with it. So
Yeah.
as important as finding a deal is knowing when a deal's no bueno. You know what I
Right.
mean?
And that's what I'm working on as well.
Okay, let me try Savannah, Georgia. Let's just see if we can find some of those 1%ers, just so I can give you some to call on. I know your buy box is now your New York guy. Has he been real, or is it kind of just talking to him? He seemed like he was a little bit all over the place.
Oh, what, the guy that me and you jumped on the phone with?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's my German guy, and he is predominantly looking for New York. That's a whole other situation. Unfortunately he's fallen for multiple scams where he's
Yeah,
given people money thinking that they were going to give him more money. It's just a mess.
I
So
could tell it.
I feel for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Savannah, Georgia. Here's your fix and flips.
Okay.
Rent's 1,800, and it's 70,000. Okay, so pretty hammered, let's take a look at it. So we can also, did you know you can look at it on Zillow?
Yes.
Okay.
Plug this
So
in,
this
baby.
one, this one's horrible, really bad, right?
Yeah.
So on these, I like to go in and just offer $5,000 and just say, hey, I'll give you $5,000. So let's analyze it at $5,000. And it's a cash deal. We're not going to pay closing costs. We're not paying anything. And we go $5,000. Because the rehab cost there, I'm going to say another 30. Let's see if it's, but like rent estimates of $2,000 is pretty good. Yeah, so you've got something working here at that price. But again, not many people are going to say okay to $5,000 immediately. But if you set those time bombs, and they're like, you know what, we got to get out of the country, or we got to do something. Let's get this. Like,
And how long has it been on the market?
227 days.
Yeah.
So that's where a lot of wholesalers are just making phone calls and getting deals. Again, this is what I love about wholesale outlets. 69, 2000. Oh, that's the same house. That's funny. But look at this. I mean, 112 with, this is not going to be horrible inside. Let's take a look at it. So it's 112,000 is what they're asking, but a normal rent is $1,500. Awesome. Let's take a look. And again, guys, when you're talking to realtors, please ask them how current the pictures are, because what happens is a lot of times they'll do a fix and flip, and then they'll take pictures right after the fix and flip, and then somebody moves in and they trash the place, and we don't see those pictures, and so it's a big surprise when you get
Now,
an inspection.
ideally, do you want there to be a tenant in there that they can stay? Do they got to get out? Like, how do we feel about that? Like, what's the general consensus?
I like having. I've spent a few months trying to get tenants into my duplex, and it takes a while to get somebody that qualifies. That and I ended up. The person that I chose has 5 animals, but they're all emotional support animals, which I'm not thrilled with having somebody.
That's a lot of emotional support that they need. Okay.
Right, and I'm not thrilled just personality-wise. Like, do I want to deal with somebody that's kind of needy? Nothing against personal support. Okay, so so the inside's pretty hammered. Okay, so here we go again. Somebody started fixing it. There's brick behind this drywall, so it's construction-wise, it's kind of good. But again, if you're into fix and flips, which I am not at all, this would be something you can come in and say, yeah, the outside looks great, but again, a cash price of $5,000. Why not? Or ask them. They don't have an open loan. Or ask them, say, to get you what you want. I've got to go with. I can do your offer price with nothing down. I would do nothing down because it needs so much rehab. It needs like 30K rehab. So you're putting the down payment into the rehab.
Yeah.
And we're thinking the rent estimate is 15. So that's what? That's 1,500 divided by 4. Oops. All right. 375. We can go 375 for 10 years. That way you'll get a cash flow 723, 20%, but the entry fee is still 41,000. So it's a lot of work, but if we can get it for a cash price of 5,000, again, rehab's still going to be 30. Now we're talking about 46%. So we've got to get these deals massively low. We've got to kind of insult people. It's just the way we got to do things. they might say no, but they might say yes. And so everybody's always so
Yeah.
focused on the, well, they're probably going to say, like, don't telegraph what they're going to tell you. Let's find out the answer. Call, make a call, and say, hey guys, we all know this hammered place. It's going to take a ton of work. I'm estimating my construction guy says 30 grand, 40 grand. So that's what I can offer. And they say no, you move on. But let them know that offer doesn't expire. Please keep it. There might be a day because they're only 57 days in. There might be some time that you decide, yeah, we'll take the 5 grand and go. Sometimes people don't mind losing money. It's a weird phenomena. But again, you're chasing things in Savannah, you're good to go. 134. The normal rent's 1760. These are all ones to call on. Almost every single one on the first page. Okay, so that's the gen lead.
All right.
So for the lead gen, I want you to make sure you use lead gen from now on.
I'm using it.
Because
You got it.
these are so good, and that's just page 1. You have 45 pages. Let's go to the very end and see how bad. Like, these are terrible because we can't. Yeah, they're 5 million, and they only. I never understand a $3 million place renting for 2,600 or 6,800. Even 6,800 is terrible.
Mm.
So stay on the lower end on those.
Okay.
But yeah, but I mean, those are all worth calling on if you're okay with fix and flips.
I have a guy that's okay with it, so that works. All right. Well, I'm gonna get cracking, and I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know how it goes.
Yes, I mean, when you hit lead gen, it's really cool. They give you 3 choices down here too, and then you can refresh if you don't like those. So, like, I wouldn't do anything in Moreno Valley in California, but I've never heard of Bradenton, Florida. So, like, you just keep on hitting that, and you get 3 different ones. So you have. Well, you're down there.
Bradenton, Florida has a lot of elderly retirement communities.
Okay, so that might be a good one too. So just keep on going through it. It's a great program.
It's not far from Sarasota, so it actually could be an alright area. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, Trent. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Take it easy.
Right. All right, you too. Bye.
See ya. Okay, Marcus, what's going on?
What's happening, Trent? How you been? What's happening?
Yeah, otherwise I'm great. Hey, Marilyn, can you put the Atlas 7-day free trial in the chat, please? So what can I do for you, sir?
Oh, I was just having a question. I've got a couple questions actually. I was looking at the Atlas.
Great.
Let me get that one up first. So let me put this address in the message on it. Well, I'm curious. I don't know if you know offhand, but like for example, this one it comes up on the Atlas and it says it's got negative 568% equity. What the hell does it mean when it shows that like that?
Let's go over it. That's a great question because it's so. Do you?
I've seen these. Like,
are we cool with sharing it?
Yeah, I'm sending it to you now. Yeah, I don't have any interest in this thing. Let me just post it or send
it to
you.
It's good. It's a great question. So in general, they're upside down, and sometimes they're lumped in with a bunch of other properties. So that's why they can be upside down on this one.
Did you get the message?
Not yet.
This message failed to load. Try again.
There it is.
There it is. Okay.
Houston's a good city, though. Okay, so I am sharing this with your permission. So here we go.
This city's big enough for everybody, so come on.
Well, there's 12 million properties out there. So I don't think we're going to hit them all.
No.
Let's see. Yeah, this is a case of sometimes it's a little bit slow, but it's because there's so many people on there. Oh, okay. Wait, it didn't pop up. let's see. Sometimes if it doesn't pop up, there's like little things in here. Like, there we go. Sometimes you just have to delete a space. Huh, doesn't like it. Okay, hold on. I'm not sure why. That's it. Let's see. Did it come up for you?
Yeah.
So I have prop stream as well, just because I like to look for other things. And oh, there we go. Okay, cool place. Nice on the outside, solid. Okay, so one open loan found, tells you right up there. And so we go down here to the loans, and the loan is it's a construction loan probably. So something. You can see how their payments $12,000 a month.
Yeah.
And the balance is $22.41. Okay, so my assumption is this is an extra 2 in here. That they made a mistake when they're entering it, and that the balance is actually 241,000. That's what I'm going to assume.
Yeah, they're showing amount 2.7 and balance 2.2.
Yeah. Oh well, maybe it is. Okay, so what can happen sometimes is this is lumped in with other stuff. So this is where prop stream comes in handy. Absolutely. And I have nothing against prop stream. I use it for a lot of things because it'll show you links to properties. And so they could all be lumped into like 5 properties into one deal. Let's see. So have you called on this? Or you're just
No.
interested?
I just happened to see it right now when I opened it up and I went to Houston while you were talking to Link before me.
Okay. Wow, interesting. Okay. So
because I had used Atlas once before to look for properties, and I kind of got confused on those numbers like that. And then like she was having the same problem. A lot of these keep staying in the red. So I haven't really been looking on here too much for properties.
The reason a lot of them are in the red is because they're really not good deals. And so sometimes we tend to want them to be good deals, but Atlas beats you to death and says, nope, this one sucks. Like, move on. And so trust it for sure. Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
So yeah, here's that other loan. So they've got a loan where they borrowed 2.7 million. See that? And they put the house in as part of the collateral.
Oh, okay. Are you looking on property?
Yeah. Can you guys see it? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah, you're not sharing
I
your
thought I was
screen.
sharing. Well, that's obnoxious. I apologize. Oops. No, I shared the wrong window. I'm a mess. You can look at yourself. So stand by. Here we go. Okay, so this is a great question, though. I mean, this is one of those things where it's really kind of, you're like, what's going on? Okay, so you seeing it now?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Oops, hold on. Yeah, so if you see here, 2.75, that loan is what we're seeing, but the real loan is right here, 350 a month. So they've got a second loan that's attached to it. Are you seeing that?
I'm seeing it on your screen, but I'm trying to find it on mine. I don't see where I can click on what you're and see what you're actually seeing.
Okay,
I click on intelligence.
Yeah, so we pulled it up, right?
Yeah.
Oops. No,
Yeah, I've got it pulled up.
Yeah, and then I just go over to details, right? Go to
Right.
details here, pull that up, and then I go to transaction history.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And sometimes in here too is the linked properties. And I love that one too. That helps a ton. Okay, so we got mortgage transaction history. This is probably your loan for that house.
Well, that's not bad actually.
Right. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So let's go back to Atlas.
That could be a deal.
And so
They're gonna have 30 people calling them today.
yeah, right. Yeah. But so here's the deal. Like we can't really go with this loan info. And so
Right.
this Atlas is gonna be kind of tricked right now. And so they're asking 295. It's still not really that great a deal because they only owe 59,000, so they got a ton of equity.
Yeah.
So again, what we're looking for is we're looking for people that are in a position where they're kind of screwed and they need to move fast, or they're again, money is not always the reason. Sometimes it's the divorce or it's whatever, and and sometimes crazy enough in a divorce, they don't want the other side to get any money, so they're like, I'll sell for whatever, I don't care, the less they get the better. And you're like, okay, I'll help you.
Yeah, there's no telling what's going on with that one. That one probably falls into more of a hybrid type deal.
This one falls into it's not a deal, is what it falls into, because you've got so little that they owe on it. They've got a ton of equity, and so the Atlas won't show you that just because they've got bad input. Like the loan that they've found was the $2.7 million one, which this is part of, but it's not. So I would move on. It's just too complicated, and that's probably why it's been on for so long. Or you can call them and say, "Hey, I'm looking at your house. Public record says you owe 2.7 million. Can you explain that to me? Get an education."
Yeah,
I have no problem with that. If you're getting something out of the call, even if it's not a deal, and you get educated, I'm okay with that. That's a good call. So
okay, well, that
but
answers.
yeah, but I mean, I would go into that area as well and do the lead gen. So it's Houston. Just copy Houston, and let's go into Houston and just see what's going on in Houston.
While you're doing that, I'm going to send you an address to the reason why I actually got on here. I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
Now, this one is one that I am looking at. And there will not go.
So Houston has some decent fix and flips kind of stuff, but whoosh. That one's rough. Okay, did you send me the address?
Yeah, so I sent you an address. Now I'm trying to see on something like this. Do you think this one is worth? I got a verbal possibly. She's gonna call the owner and see if she wants to do it.
Okay, well, then I'm gonna take it off Atlas. Just I'll look at it and not share that, just since you've already got a good thing going here. Okay, and what did you offer?
67 with 7,000 down and 400 a month.
Oh, okay. So you're doing a sub too?
Seller.
I mean, seller finance. Sorry.
Yeah.
Where'd you come up with 400 a month? What's
from Buy Box? That's why I know. I know.
I mean, I'm so bummed those guys haven't listened to anything anybody's saying, but their deals are just not good. They just aren't good. Okay, so
that's kind of what I was looking at and trying to see. Because I don't really have any other options on the internet. I mean, I could just come up with my own number.
Now you do. Wholesale Atlas is going to do what? Like that's the beauty.
Well, can I enter an address under wholesale and give me that?
Absolutely. Oh, I want to share my screen so bad, but I don't want to screw up your deal. Do you want me to share the screen?
I've got Atlas. Hold on. Just tell me where to go. Oh,
Here, wait,
search.
here we go. Right here, I got you covered. I'm gonna hide the address. We'll still do it. How's that sound?
That's fine. Or you can just use another property. I don't care. Just show me how it works.
Okay. Well, I want you to see it in real, like.
Okay. Well, I can follow
Okay.
you along with mine. So just tell me where to go.
Okay, yeah, just go to that address. So go to the search at the top,
Right.
and then just copy and paste that address in there. Okay, you're going to be blown away. So what we've learned in Buy Box and how Richard teaches is it's very go to Zillow, find the address, put in the like. We don't have to find the address anymore. With this lead gen, it will find the address for you. And it took me about 3 weeks. Those guys they beat me over the head over at Wholesale Atlas, and they're like, "Bro, quit searching addresses." I'm like, "Yeah, but that's how we do it. You know, we got to find the address, and we got to search it, and we got to do it." They're like, "No, lead gen will do it for you, and you'll get 15 deals in one page, and you'll be set." Okay, so you search the address.
Yeah, I got it pulled up.
Okay, so at the top it says 60,000. You offered 67, right?
Right.
Which is not bad. I'm okay with it. But let's go. So they're 45 days listed. Let's come down. And so where it says deal type selection, right below the to the right of the house pictures.
Yeah, I've got it clicked on seller find.
How cool is that? So you got all these are the 4 ways we do things. I still don't like the fact that they call it subject to, because I don't feel like they're subject twos. They're more use takeovers, but that's not for me to say. So now you click on seller finance. Okay. The beauty is, especially with this, it shows you Section 8 rents or $1,000 basically, right? You skid down. Sorry, I'm going ahead of
Yeah, I see it.
So in the property inputs, you're going to put in 67,000, right?
Right.
That's what you offer. Now, what's cool is when you put that in, it calculates 4.5% as a down payment. Okay, which I love. I want it to be 5%. It was figuring that 3,000 off the 60 that was there before, because that's the offer price. So they don't overoffer on here. They let you do that. So 60,000 is what they wanted. And so if you put in 60,000 there, that's your 5% down payment of $3,000. And tell me if I'm going too fast. Tell me, because
No, I'm good. I'm good.
So when you go 67, you type in 67, it doesn't change that down payment. It leaves it at 3,000, which I'm okay with too, because it gives us room. Buy Box doesn't give you any room to negotiate. Okay, Buy Box gives you the absolute top thing you should offer, which I want to negotiate. I want to have some skin in this. Okay, so now we go down and let's just let's call the rent. It's saying here 1140. Let's in the rent estimate. Let's put $1,000 in there. Just
she said 900 realistically.
Oh, is it 900? Perfect.
Yeah, the agent said 900.
Okay, so we know that that's the regular rents. So down just below that, there's normal and Section 8. That's a little toggle, and so what that is it's using the rent estimate or the Section 8 rent as your estimate. So leave it on normal. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Yep.
So then we come down. It's already got all the taxes, insurance, HOA, all taken care of for you. Normal rent is now, as we roll down, is 900. If you know me, I like to take the normal rent divided by 4, and that's what I want to give the the seller. So I want to give them $225 a month. Okay.
Okay.
So when anything's green, we're happy, right? That's the whole point here. So the payment to buyer, which is us, $409 a month. Awesome. We're in life. Okay, further breakdown, it gives you the annual cash flow, the down payment, the rehab costs. Did we have rehab costs here?
No, but it just depends on the buyer because it's livable, but it's not up to date.
Okay, so let's put rehab costs in as just $5,000. So you're gonna go back up to the property inputs, which is just below the deal type selection.
Right.
We'll put in $5,000 there. Okay, so now we're good to go, right? So we go down to the bottom. The entry fee is about $18,000. Our cash on cash is 25%. Okay. So the entry fee, we're saying it's high, but it's because of that. It's because of the $5,000 in rehab. Okay. Oh, and I'm sorry. Take out at the very bottom the assignment fee. Take that out. That'll give you truer numbers. Now we're at 55%. Okay.
Right.
Nice low entry fee of under $10,000, which is awesome. So here's what I want you to do as far as understanding where we can go with this. Okay. Let's say you offer this. This is your offer. It's going to be $67,000 as the purchase price with $3,000 down. And we're going to offer the seller $225 a month for 10 years at 0% interest. But we're not gonna mention the interest at all. Now let's say they go, well, no, that doesn't work for us. Go back up to the offer price. Put in 100,000. I don't want you to go there this fast. This is just for exercise. This is only for exercise. I never want you to go that fast. But I want you to see how much that changes your cash on cash. So you go back down. What's your cash and cash return?
38.
50
at 100,000.
At 100,000, it's 38.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be. Let me double check. Should still be 55. That's kind of my point. Was the price we paid?
Yeah, because I was playing with the assignment fee. Okay, yeah, I put the assignment back to 0.
Okay, so no, greedy. You're just greedy. No, but do you see what happened? I mean, we went all the way up to 100,000, which is ridiculous. Even Atlas hates it. They paint it red. But our cash on cash is still 55%. Yeah. So the only number we want to change when we're talking to seller finance people is the purchase price. Okay, because we're talking 10 years at 0% interest. If you think about like just 10 years at 6% interest, the money you're saving is ridiculous. It's crazy. So that's my point with seller finances. I want you guys to go ahead and go up on the purchase price, but we're at 67. You can easily offer them 75.
Well, I put it at 70. It was red. I put it at 69. It stayed green. So stayed green at 69, and then with the 3,000.
But what we're doing, because our price per month is so low, and that's my trick, is the 25% of the rent. Because that stays low. If you go all the way down, even at 70, it's still 55%. It's not giving you green just on the purchase, the offer price, just because it's more than 15% above the list price. That's why it turned red. But we're okay with that because we've done a nice low down payment. Our down payment is now 4%. Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying? Does that make more sense?
Yeah, but if you weren't here walking me through this and I see this at 70%, it's red, how will I know that that's submittable?
The most important number in this whole thing is down at the bottom when you say cash on cash. So if you're 55% cash on cash, even with let's call it $5,000 assignment fee, you're at 35% cash on cash. That's your most important number. The reason it turned red again is because it is picky, where buy box is not. It's saying, hey, that offer price is about, is more than 15% 15% above the list price. We don't
Okay.
want to give them more. But the way we structure that payment per month, that's what saves us. So let's just say, I mean, if you want to, go to that payment per month and put $500 and see what happens.
To seller?
Yeah. Payment to seller is $500. And I want you to see how important that payment is. Okay. Because
Right.
sometimes people be like, yeah, I don't mind, we're making, it's $1,000 or $900 a month. We get $400. But look what it does. Now you're negative $134. Your cash on cash is negative 11, where it's nasty at 11%. So that's why it's really important to keep the payment to the seller at something nice and low. You can change the purchase price all day long, but keep that payment to the seller nice and low.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Right. So when we generate these, I haven't been working on Atlas too much. Where do we submit them to?
No
for-
problem. So now I can do this both, so you can submit them right to me if you want to.
Okay.
And I'll deal with you and I'll help you through the whole process. You'll have all 6 of my girls keeping an eye on your stuff. Since we've been able to dispo, we've already got one that we've signed contracts with the buyer yesterday, and so everything. And so all you have to do is fill out the form that we've got in the chat. We'll JV with you, and here's how the JV works. I've changed it. It used to be 50-50 just because it was easy math. Now what we're doing is we're doing 30% you, 30% me, 40% for whoever sells it. So I want to incentivize you guys to get on Facebook Marketplace. Get on Atlas has they have a dispo that it's not a dispo, it's a marketplace as well. It's called the Atlas. I want you to get on there. I want you guys to try to sell the properties because that's the hardest, most important part of the entire process. Getting it under contract is where Richard stops. Do anything else because then he wants to make sure you guys don't know about dispo and buyers and all that stuff because that's where he's making money. And so I want to teach you. I want to be the guy that teaches you about that side because it's hard. And I've been doing it for the last year, and it is tough. And I want you guys to learn that side because it is really tough. But I'll help you through the entire thing. You'll probably JV with me on your first 2 deals, and then you'll be like, "Oh, cool! Trent taught me everything I need to know. I can JV these on my own, or not JV. I can just sell these on my own." That's what I want for you guys. And then ultimately, I want you guys investing in properties because that's easier than all of it because you're the buyer. You don't have to find a buyer.
Right. Yeah, that's my goal is to kind of build the capital, start doing some of that.
Absolutely.
Is there a link in your Discord for the submittal?
What's that? Yeah.
Is there a link?
Yeah, it's right in the chat. We just put it in there.
Oh, I was looking at in the Discord list.
Yeah, we're making it easier. I think I'll talk to Mikey and see. I have a 16-year-old that put this all together for me. So I'll check and see. We got the softwares, we got resources. Let's see. It might be in resources. We'll end up putting it in. We'll just say sell your deal or JV with Trent or whatever. And that's what.
So this the submittal form is a standalone site, so I can save it.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, guys, save that anything you want to. We'll put it in there somewhere.
Right.
Marilyn, can you send Mikey a message and just say, "Oh wait, sell your deal." It's already in there. I'm dumb. Where is it? Let's see.
Oh, there it is. Sell your deal. Okay. Oh, I see it. It's on the Discord. Yeah, I see it in the list.
That's one of us. And oh yeah, sell your deal. Oh, good. Thanks, Marilyn.
Okay.
You're my.
So after we submit it, this is 30 to you, 30 to me, and 40% to whoever sells it. So if I sell it, I'm getting 70.
You were getting 70%.
I got you. Okay. And
I'm excited about that. I'm fine with that. I want that to happen.
That's
for you.
cool.
Somebody said I prefer the 50-50 instead, honestly, especially with a full-time job. Oh, okay, Jay. I got you. That I can see. And again, guys, I'm open to anything. Like if you guys want to talk and you want to do something different, I'm open for it. We can change it however we want. We don't have any rules. I'm like a kid at the beginning of summer. No rules. I'm just doing whatever I want. So
All right.
does that help?
Well-
Does that help? Does it make a little bit more sense? Because I know when I was learning it, there were so many different things, and then somebody would use a term that I didn't know, and I was focused on the term, and they were talking about something else, and I was like, "Oh, geez, I have no idea what I'm even listening to now." Does it all make sense? Or do you have any questions?
I think I'm good. I mean, I've been following long enough to feel like I've got a pretty much grasp on what's going on.
Okay, but
I'm
also, yeah, use the lead gen if you're using the wholesale atlas.
Yeah, I'm gonna start like that a little more now that I kind of understand it. You know, digging in on that one property really helped because I saw a lot of those that showed up as negative equity, and I thought, well, maybe there's something wrong with the software. And then I was having some other issues where I would type in an address and it wouldn't come up. It wouldn't pop up for whatever reason, and I couldn't understand why it kept doing that to me. So I just started going
I can
somewhere
tell you
else.
why. If it's off market, it won't pop up. This is all pulling from Zillow and PropStream.
Right.
And
Also,
MLS. Yeah.
it's picky because if you get an address, and let's say like for Houston, for example, and it's actually in Bel Air, which is actually inside of Houston, it won't pull it up. You have to put Bel Air because then it'll find it for you. It's kind of has to be exact. And I've noticed that in Florida as well, with all these little towns that have their own. It might be Miami, but it's not actually Miami. It's another little town inside Miami, and that's how it is on the postal service, whatever, you know.
Exactly, and that's where they're pulling their stuff. So yeah. All right, cool. Well, good. Hey,
All right,
also, anytime you need help, DM me. Every night I sit down and go through all my DMs. More than happy to help in that regard. So I don't want you guys to ever feel alone because I remember when I was first starting off and I had a dumb question. I'm like, hey, what's ROI? Or hey, I don't understand what a cap rate is, or throw them out to me. I'm more than happy to help you with any of that stuff. Also, there's a great thing. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but Google. I always use Google. That will tell you everything. But yeah, sure. I mean, it's really, 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 really important to reach out to me anytime. I'm available all the time. So
our new friend Chat GPT is pretty amazing as well.
yeah, have you heard of him? He's great. Google's unknown big brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
All right,
use
Trent,
Chat for everything.
I appreciate the help, man.
Absolutely. Take it easy.
All right, you too.
Later. All right. Let's see. Who else? Hi, what's going on? Golem. Is that your I can't hear you. Are you talking to me? Oh shoot. So you're you got it. I can already tell. You're like, I know what's wrong. I got this.
There we go. I think it was on
There
push
you
to
go.
talk.
You did? No problem.
Can you hear me now?
How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah,
How
perfect.
are you? Sweet.
Good. I like that. What is that, like map behind you? The two round things?
Yeah,
That's
it's like
cool.
some sort of map from my grandparents' house. And
No way. That's sick.
yeah,
Okay.
they died. I got that. It's a fair trade.
Oh shoot. They can hear you. Oh, they can hear you. You're gonna see. You're gonna trip when you leave. You're gonna be like, "Why is my tire flat?" That's Grandpa. You got your back.
Yeah. So just join the community. Fairly new to wholesaling.
Good.
3 months. Definitely liking it. I've got a bunch of contracts, and I say a bunch, probably 8.
There's a
Nothing
bunch.
this yet.
Okay.
And I'm interested in kind of hearing about like how I saw some of the commission splits, but looking for more of kind of like a mentor / coach accountability
Yeah.
partner. What do you have, or like what would you suggest on how we could frame like us working together for that with some
Yeah.
goals?
So here's the deal. I'm here every day, 8 till whenever. I go 8 till 10, sometimes longer. I don't charge for one-on-ones because I don't do one-on-ones because I'd much rather talk to you on stage and like we're doing now and solving your problems and whatever it is that we need to do. I want to help you out however I can, but I'm not going to charge extra for it. The only time I charge anything is if we JV. And that way we're creating income and there's something coming in. It's just not, 'cause some of the, I mean, hold my hand, there's guys, Garrett's charging $150 an hour, like he's a lawyer or something. Oh no, $150 for a half hour. Like and so I just don't charge. It's I figure I'm a long-term guy. If you and I work together and when we start building something and it starts working out, you're going to go find deals. You're going to have a deal that you want to sell to me. Maybe, I'd much rather. I'm rolling the dice with the long term.
Awesome.
Does
Yeah,
that
I'll
make sense?
put some thought to that. I think probably looking for more one-on-one type stuff, or just like in a
I can
smaller
help you there.
team.
Yeah,
Uh,
you can
but
always reach out to me through DMs. If I've
Mhm.
got nothing going on, I'll pop on a call with you. No problem.
Awesome. And
Except I'm super important, so I don't know when it's hard.
makes sense. All right, man. Well, I
No,
appreciate the
I,
time. I'll send you a message and
but let me talk to you. I'm going to beat you up a little bit.
go for it.
Now, where did you send your where did you send your hang on, I'm going to turn off my notifications so you guys don't get that noise every 10 seconds because I'm super important. Um, where did you send your contracts?
Was working with a company that was JVing them.
Okay, out of Hold My Hand or just
No,
separately?
no, just
Okay,
separately.
great. Are you
And
getting there?
sorry, say that again.
How's the success rate with them? Is it good?
We haven't had anything close yet. So
Okay.
yeah, I know they are closing. They do have buyers. I think the first buyer that we had just kind of flaked out, where they were potentially another wholesaler trying to have the deal kind of stall out. Um, and the other ones were tenant refused to leave, and the buyer didn't want to deal with that, so or it wasn't able to negotiate a lower price, so walked away from that one. So like things like that. Um,
Okay.
and the other ones just kind of bad deals, like not much margin in them, and not going to be attractive. So haven't had the dispo success yet, but I'm close, and it's a numbers game, so just got to keep it up and then learn what I can from the failures and keep it moving. So
Absolutely. Those are all real life things. And it's so funny. I mean, you never know what it's going to be. There's always something that you're like, you didn't think of, you never heard of, and it pops up. What's the name? I mean, is it a team that you work with or that helps other people too? Is it something that everybody here could benefit from? Or do you want to gatekeep it?
yeah, well, it's not so much gatekeeping. It's just it's a group, and they're on TikTok, but I don't want to like advertise them.
Okay,
I
cool.
probably
No, that's the problem. That's what I love about this whole community is like I'm any kind of softwares people are coming up with. If you go into my softwares tab, that real estate analyzer a guy did, and I put it in here because I want you guys to have as many resources as possible. There's another one that an 18-year-old put together that I'll be putting it in there. I also still have Hold My Hand in there. I think it's important because it's a good. I mean, it's a great format. It's just they're just having a little bit of a tough time. I think you can get them for an education, but not rely on them for their buy box offers because those are seeming really really rough. And there's Nick's CRM. Hey Marilyn, can you put that in the softwares? So Nick is the 18-year-old. I'm wondering if we can throw that in. I don't know if you have access. We'll ask Mikey. Mikey is my he's a 16-year-old that helps me out with everything. He's awesome. And so all right, well, yeah, reach out to me anytime you have any questions, anything I can do. Please, that's the whole reason I wanted to do this Discord, is so it's a little bit more open and free to do whatever we want.
awesome. Appreciate your time. I'll definitely be reaching out.
Okay, take it easy.
All right. You too.
All right, guys. Let's see. Armando, did you get your hand up again? Did you get your mic fixed or your headset fixed? Oh, your daughter probably came home. Did your daughter come home to help you out? Armando, he still can't hear me. He can't hear me. Okay, I'll leave you up here, Armando. If you can hear me, and you want to talk, we're more than happy to talk to you. All right, guys. Let's see. Armando speaking. Somebody said,
Hello.
"Oh, hi. How are you?
Okay,
Can you
I'm
hear
working
me?
through this. Yes, yes. Can you hear
All
me?
right. Yeah, I can hear you. How are you?
Okay, I'll work through this. Just bear with me. I came down with a glaucoma, and I'm trying to look at my new computer, so I don't know where the buttons are. But anyways, I'm getting back to. Sometimes a couple of days ago, I was one of the guys saying on TikTok, I'm not on. I can't get on Discord. I don't. Nobody's on. I don't know if you remember that question.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, so my question is, are you going to be on Discord like from 10 o'clock till whenever you get tired? Or is it 8 o'clock on Discord and TikTok?
So I'm on TikTok and Discord at the exact same time. And so I go 8 a.m. Monday through Saturday. I take Sunday off. And I'm going 8 a.m. until people get tired of me. So I could sometimes go 8. I mean, if we get a good conversation going, I'll go 8 a.m. to 12 noon, no problem. And so that's when you can find me in this Discord. And so I used to be in another Discord, but now this will be my Discord, and this one's free.
And it's no, and I like it. Like I said, I like following you because you're down to earth, simple, easy, and you can talk to all our levels. I have experience.
Well, that's because I'm a moron, Armando, and so
that makes two of us.
I need it simple. I need it so simple.
Okay, because I guess Monday. Why are you taking Sunday off? Are you being lazy? What the heck?
I know, right? Yeah, I figured I'd be lazy. I'll sleep in on Sunday till like 7.
Yeah, it comes to our age. I'm 73.
What is that? What is you when you get old? You wake up at 5 in the morning for no reason.
Pee time.
That's 3 a.m. Are you kidding me?
Well, I get up 2-3 times.
I told my wife the other day, I'm like, hey, I got lucky last night. I was out of town. And she's like, what? I said, yep, didn't wake up once to pee. I felt pretty good about my night.
Hey, give me the name of that hotel.
Good beds.
Okay, so Monday I'm gonna log on, and hopefully you'll be on. I can get on. I don't know why. I'm in Rosarito, Mexico right now. So
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I like it. I grew up in Coronado, lived in Coronado. My ex-wife's in Coronado. She's a great housekeeper, like they say. She kept the house. But I've been here for almost 26 years, 27 years, and it's almost like Coronado was back then in the day. So
That's cool.
I like it. Before was you could would be a hard time to find anybody to speak English. Now it's kind of hard to find anybody else speak Spanish.
Oh, no kidding.
That's how many Americans are here, or bilingual people or Americans are here. And other countries here, it's getting more international. But so Monday I'll log on and see if I can get on. I don't know why I can't get you get on Discord, but I can get you on TikTok.
You're on Discord right now, bud.
I mean, yeah, but on Mondays, like
you will be able to. I think you tried to log on when I was just talking to you on TikTok. I'd logged off Discord. I was doing a demo, just to show people Wholesale Atlas because I know a lot of people in I don't mean to ignore people in TikTok during my live, but I know a lot of people were trying to figure out what Wholesale Atlas is.
Yeah,
yeah.
I noticed all of a sudden. Oh man! I looked at the time. I go, it's about 10 o'clock. So that's why I had my question. Are you going to be on this Discord right now from 10 to whenever, or it's going to be on Discord and TikTok on this Discord we're talking right now, 8 o'clock from here on. So if there's a problem and then I need to go and go talk to the border and find out why they're being prejudiced against getting up to signal down here in Mexico. No?
Yeah, so every day, I mean, we're on the same time zone.
Okay.
So yeah, every day, 8 a.m. till 10 or 11 or 12. And I got you. What do you want to do? Do you want to start doing wholesaling?
Well, I made a whole bunch of money before in real estate. I don't know if you remember the days of Dave Delgado and those guys, no money down deals back then.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, I actually met with the guy. I made him come down to San Diego and finalize a deal with me from Hawaii. So I have some experience,
Good.
and I know how to do I used to know how to do the option to buy. So my leases when I had rents that I know 450 would cover barely the mortgage, but I wanted a cash flow. I would do like 650 and tell the people, listen, $150 extra. I'll start saving you some money, and we've been a contract for a down payment in 5 years. And most of them move on with their life. So they unfortunately they didn't complete it, and it was a non-refundable. So at least I came up. I learned how to do apartments, make them from negative to somewhat positive, and that way later on as time went on, I could convert them to condos and then separate them and sell them. So I do have some experience in single family and apartments. So I just want to
That's
catch up to
awesome.
to new lingo. I need something
No.
to do at 73. I can't keep beating up the dog every day.
Yeah, no. Is that what you call it? I'm not even touching that. I'm not even touching that.
No. I have a big, huge pit bull that the people go.
Okay, you
dog.
literally mean the dog. Okay, good, because I thought you
Yeah,
were.
I just say, what are you gonna do this morning? I said, well, I'm gonna have my coffee and go beat up the dog and feed him. I leave the other dog at night. I beat up the other dog at night.
Oh, okay. I don't. Nope. Don't need to know. You just leave your
There you
dogs
go.
to yourself. You just
There
put
you
your
go.
dogs in the backyard, and I'm good.
There you go. Okay. Well, thank you for talking with me. But you know what? Again, just forget about the other guy because you
Thank
opened
you.
up.
Hey, I appreciate that tons, and
You
I
opened
will
up.
take that advice.
I'm going to tell you something. I was going, who's this guy? And why is this guy this way? And why is this guy that way? And all of a sudden, I start seeing the other guy thinking, that guy, he's young, but is there something with his thinking? I don't smoke that green stuff, whatever, but maybe
Oh, he
that guy
does.
should.
No,
But
he
he says he doesn't. I said maybe he needs to so he can slow down because there's something wrong there. And
Yeah, I
honestly,
know.
you're not selling a dream. You're selling a potentiality if you put your back to it, open up your brain, take some criticism, some follow up. You'll do something. How much? It's up to
Absolutely.
you. And I like
Yeah,
what you said. I'm
100%.
here to help you. And he's right
Well,
away. Right away. Join me. Pay me $20 a month, and you're gonna make $10,000. Look how much I'm doing. But things are falling apart because I heard a little conversation real quick, and they got on and got off. They had like 26 deals they cannot close on. I caught it, so I'm going like, you know what? Trent's onto something. Trent is something.
yeah, that's good.
You just keep going. Just be yourself.
I will take your advice. Thank you so
Nobody,
much.
nobody's
That's really
perfect.
nice.
Remember that. Okay. Well, have a nice weekend. Chat with
All right,
you
buddy.
Monday, or at least I'll see you Monday until I figure out this thing here more.
Okay, cool.
I'm not religious, but you know what? Blessings.
Oh, you're so nice. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Bye bye.
You're awesome.
Thank
See
you.
you later. Okay, take
Bye.
care. Okay, Tom, you're on TikTok. What's going on? You got a question for me? So you're in the Discord, but you're asking me to talk to you on TikTok. So I'll talk to you on TikTok. But also, guys, in TikTok, there he is. Hi, Tom. Tom is a old school Italian, like awesome guy that never doesn't have a cigar in his face. Let me tell you guys, if you want to join, there's a bunch of ways you can join. My Discord is free. It's up in the stand store as well. A search tool called the Wholesale Atlas is up there. There's a 7-day free trial. And even though Richard kicked me out of Hold My Hand Wholesale, I'm still promoting it. It's an excellent Discord. There's a ton of people in there, lots of good people, and there's lots of good information. So you can get a month free of Hold My Hand Wholesale. Okay, Tom, what do you got? I have an issue with the Discord. but you're chatting with me in the Discord. What is going on? Let's see. I'm going to invite you to speak. Tell me if that works for you. Hey guys, I'm in California, just so you know. I know somebody was asking the time zone. So I'm in Pacific time. Tom, you're now the speaker. Tom's all over the place this morning. Tom, you're on stage. He kicked me out because he thought I was stealing from students, but I wasn't, and he's kind of nuts. I don't know. What else do you say? Honestly, there's a term, never outshine the master, and I think I might have started doing that because I was kind of calling him out a little bit. But hey, it is what it is. He'll be fine. Until he isn't. But he'll have a ton of houses he can sell to make money down the road, so he'll be fine. Tom, I don't know. Go ahead and just go ahead and go ahead and just restart your whole thing. Hey, Toby, did I help the student or not? So here's the deal. The student, I'll give you the quick. The student came to us on a Friday. We went and helped him call the realtor and get everything going. And then on Monday he came and brought it to Richard. Richard, not knowing that we'd already done everything, felt like he landed the deal. And so we're like, okay, well, I guess we missed out on that. But the student said that he had a JV with me, and Richard's like, well, a JV with Trent, he didn't do anything. Because Richard didn't know that I'd already talked to him on the Friday before the Monday when he talked to him. And so then he decided just to bash me publicly and say that I steal money from students. The funny thing is the deal never went through because they put it through Hold My Hand Wholesale and it never sold. So you guys be the judge. It is what it is. It drives me nuts. Okay, so you guys are having a rough time with the Discord. I'm not sure. Okay, you know what? Should I, if you guys hang tight and come back, I'll start it over. Maybe are you guys having a rough time with the Discord? Yeah, Toby, I mean, it is what it is. I'm a little bit bummed. We had a good friendship going, but once somebody, maybe you need to boost the server. I don't know what that means, but I have all the boosts. Server boost. Boost this server. Let's see if that works. Well, I'm a level 3. I don't know. Okay, I'm boosting the server. That was it. Let's see. I just boosted the server. Boosted it. Okay. Did that help? Now I have 22 boosts. Peter, you're good. So I think there's a personal video. Do you think it's on my side, guys? Because I can bail and then come back. Okay. Holmes says it's not on my side, but okay, you guys can hear me. Hey guys, I want anybody that hasn't done a deal to come up here. Oh, Tom, are you here? I see you. And you're unmuted, and I can see you're talking, but your camera's not working, and you're not here. Hey, anybody that's new that has no clue what's going on, I'm your guy. This is a place where if you're in Hold My Hand Wholesale and you're just like, I don't get it, I don't know what's going on. Oh, I see in here, Tom. Tom, reset, please. Okay, so, but anybody that wants to jump up and has anything at all, if you guys want me to go through and get you guys properties to call on, I'm all for that. The only thing I'll ask is if I, get you guys, like if I'll pick out 3 or 4 properties for somebody, let's just leave it for that one person. But anybody that wants to come up and search out properties or whatever, I want you guys on the phone. That's the most important part. And I don't want to, I am not a guy that's going to just teach one way. I really want to talk to you guys. Close the app out and reopen it. Who are you talking to? Probably Tom. Oh, you guys want me to? Tanner, should I close out and then come back? Yeah, I think maybe. Roger that. Okay. I'm going to close out and I'll come back. TikTok, stick around. I'm not leaving you guys. I'm quitting the Discord. I'll be back, guys, right away. Speak on stage. Turn on my camera. But yeah, if you guys want to, there's those resources. If you're already wholesaling, the wholesale atlas makes life easy, and you'll find a ton of great deals with it. It's awesome. Okay, so I left, but did you guys leave? All right, so here we go. Is that better, guys? Hey, that's a great question, Golem. I'm not sure. I know there's a lot more. Here, I can even show you. Let's go into it. You want to pop on stage real quick? And I'm going to get a really clear understanding of what it is. But okay, so the second wholesale atlas. So there's atlas mode and there's just
Premium.
rate. So stand by. Let me share my screen. Are you guys hearing me better now or no?
I hear you fine. I think a lot of other people hear you fine. Seems like some people are just having issues with their own stuff.
They're having their own issues. That's a whole different deal. Okay, so here's Atlas mode. Okay, and I am gonna get with them to give me a full demonstration because I didn't even realize I had it, and they said, "Yeah, you got it. Why not check it out?" So one thing is it's got a cash flow button. So if you apply that, now it's only going to show you things that cash flow, which is kind of cool. And if you're looking for, wow, look at that place. So it looks like you can go by state, by city, by zip code. That's all I see. I don't know the difference. Let's see, once I get into, I'll tell you what, let me search like I would, where I sort by price. Oh, I think I'm actually, now I'm searching the entire nation without putting, let's see. Yeah, it might be because it's gonna be Toledo, St. Louis. Okay, so it might just be a longer, like a more wide net that we're searching. So I always go past that first stage because I don't like fix and flips. So that first page is usually just all fix and flips. Looking at these. Okay, let's start here. So it's a nice little brick place, 55,000, and it's 1,400 a month is what it's like. But they've almost got 100% equity. So this might
Your
be a
screen's not
hybrid
being
plan.
shared if you're trying.
Oh shoot! Oh, dang it. I was trying. Thank you.
I got you.
See, our partnership's already working out.
I just want 30% of the knowledge.
I don't know if that's much. There we go.
What I got.
Okay, I'll start back over here. Sorry, guys. I'm a moron. All right. So this is Atlas mode. So for another, I think it's double the price, right? $75 more. Now you've got a cash flow, which is going to save you a ton of time. And a lot of these things are all time savers. So the way I usually do it is I sort by price and I apply the filter. And so again, what I was saying before when you guys weren't seeing it is I usually go past the first couple pages because it seems like those are all fix and flips. And that's not, oh well, that's not, let's see. No, those aren't bad. Okay, so here's the one I found. So let's look at this deal. So it's kind of a cool little place. Okay, now we're seeing what's going on inside. So it's going to need some rehab, but not brutal. Like it's not studs. It's not, we're looking at probably 20 grand in rehab on this one. So one to call on, but I would definitely, the beauty of this is they like to offer low. And so I would go even lower than 33. They're asking 55. I have no problem ever going below 50%. Okay. Because I think the rehab here, let's call it just a guesstimation of 20 grand. I think that's overestimating, but it's going to give us our net revenue of 833 with a 37%. So I always call first and then look at the numbers, but with Wholesale Atlas, you can do both. You're really in a great position to do both. The thing I do is I want to find out, like, hey, what's the reason? Why are you guys selling? What's going on? Oh, we're out of town. It's a trash place. We're sick of it. Then I'll start figuring out what my price is. Because if they're really like, you know what, we have this place. It's been a pain in our butt. We just went out. We don't even care what we get. Then I go a different route. So there is one open loan. And like I said, I think it's almost paid off, right? So the amount of the loan is $5,600 and the balance is $4,000. Okay. At 4.46. The payment is $28 a month. So what that tells me is that these guys, and this is our deed history, these guys got this through an interfamily deed trust. So, or transfer. So this was probably somebody died and they left this house to somebody. So here, let's call. Why not? Let's just give it a call and see. Stand by. Let me get set up. So this is my thinking when I do this stuff. Again, I don't really like fix and flips. So this would definitely not be something I would want. But I'll make a call so you guys can see what I'm saying.
What's
Does that help you?
the rationale between preferring or not liking fix and flips compared to rental?
I'm lazy. And I've got the money to do turnkey. So if you don't have any money and you're getting started off, fix and flips is a great way to do it. But I'm not used to, I still do. I own a television production company. And so over the years, I saved up my money, and so I've got stuff to invest. And so that's my main reason. But the fix and flips are a way to get a low entry and potentially make a good 10, 15,000, then step it up. I mean, we're playing Monopoly here when it really comes down to it. Buy houses, buy hotels, Let's see. So let me make a phone call to them. Yeah, let's just call and see what's going on, because again, with my production background, I am super interested in the story. And so what I used to do is I worked for ESPN and ABC Sports, and we would go and do stories on athletes. And so I'm always interested in the story. Let's see.
Hi, you've reached the office of Keller Williams Legacy. We are unavailable to take your call right now, but please leave a detailed message.
Okay, so that's their office line. So what we're going to do is take all this, and we'll cross-reference them real quick. Let's just check Zillow. So you got a link to Zillow here. Let's see if the number's different here. No, it is the Keller Williams. Okay, so everything opens in a new tab too. I didn't know that for a while. So you just go back a tab and you've got the atlas. Okay, so I'll open up a new tab and I'll just simply throw this in and let's see what we get. Sometimes it's pretty simple. Here's this Facebook. If he's any kind of realtor, he's got his number in here. There he is. Call me. So let's call him. Okay, so we get to do just a tiny bit of research and we can find people's numbers pretty easily, because that was nothing. 663 096. All right. And we'll give him a call. What's his name? Michigan Joe.
Hello, this is Joe.
Hey Joe, how you doing? My name's Trent. I was looking at your property on Rogge, Rogge.
Yeah,
What can you tell me about that place?
it's actually currently under contract, man.
Oh, I'm too late.
A little bit, man. I'm sorry about that.
No worries. Yeah, I'm looking for my first fix and flip, and so I just was seeing if does it look like it's going to go through?
Yeah, fortunately it is.
Okay, good.
Let me ask you this: what are you looking for as far as the fix?
Well, I kind of need something with a low entry, just because this is all brand new to me, and so this is going to be my first fix and flip or my first mistake, and so I kind of want to.
I think it's a little bit. I think the fix and flip is always a little bit of both.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
It's part of the process, though.
Right. So do you have anything else in the area that is?
Not that I currently have listed, but I do work with numerous investors that I send properties to on a daily basis. So
Okay.
I can send you to a list if you're interested.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I'm always. I mean, my goal here is to get something low entry, so when I make my mistakes, I'm not really drowning.
Sure, understood. And you're based out of California?
Yeah.
Okay. All my other guys are out of Cali and Florida. So, yeah. All right, yeah, man. I'll definitely just shoot me over your email as soon as we hang up. And
Yeah, you bet. Okay, and is your I got yours off. Is the hold on just one second. Let me make sure I have your email too.
No problem.
Well, I'll just send it right. I'll just text it to you here.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, just so 663-0096 is my number. 313.
Okay, perfect. Hey, thank you so much, Joe. I appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, of course, brother. No problem. Hopefully, we can get you something that begins this journey for you.
All righty, I appreciate it.
All right, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay, later. Okay, so That was a little bit of a fail because it says it's for sale, but they didn't put that it was under contract already. But that's how it goes, guys. I mean, the beauty of making those phone calls, and this is what I preach constantly, is get on the phone because we don't know. I'll send Joe a text and tell him, hey, send me over whatever he's got. Now I've got an in with him. He already knows that I'm a new investor, so that's kind of delicious to him because he's like, well, if he can come through with me, then then he'll be I'll be a client for life. But I also have a realtor now in Detroit that I know I can give him a call, and if I have questions about stuff in Detroit. Makes sense, guys. Why we want go ahead. What's that?
He knows you're from Cali too, so he thinks you're going to overpay for everything.
That's hilarious. Absolutely. That's what we do. Okay, hopefully that helps. If you guys want me to do more, I'm happy to call all day long. I just don't know if it's boring for you guys. Trent is not with all my hands. He's an independent and not charging for this Discord. What's going on in the let's see what's going on.
You got a guy complaining about a free Discord not getting value.
Yeah, right now it's not actually. It's just me doing live streams. We're gonna have more and more. Well, here, who is it? Let's talk. Is that Mr. Talk? Mr. To the Top? Is that who we're talking to?
Yeah, Mr. To the Bottom.
Hey, come up and talk. I'd much rather talk to you guys. You want to come on stage, Mr. To the Stop? I don't know if it is. Let's see. Come on up. Let's chat. I'd much rather talk to people live. I sent you a request. Tom DeBoss is still trying to get up. Mr. To the Top. Come on up here and let's chat. I don't even know what was going on in the chat. I just want to make sure that I'm not jumping on a grenade. Tom, is it working yet or no? I see that you're trying to talk, but you're a mess. I don't know what's happening. It's the cigar smoking. That's what's doing it. Oh, you can hear Tom? Somebody can hear you. I can't hear you. Mr. Golem, what is your first name?
Ryan.
Ryan. Okay. All right. I can't hear him.
I can't hear him either. But Jordy can?
Yeah, that's crazy. Jordy's got it. Okay, Jordy, let's see. I'm going to bring you up, and then you tell me what he's saying. Hey, just so you guys know who Tom is, he's ex-mafia. He's as Italian as they get, and always has a cigar in his mouth. Huh, I don't know.
Can't hear me. Rules. Gotta keep his mouth shut.
What's that?
I said he knows the rules. He's got to keep his mouth shut.
Yeah. You're going to be sleeping with the fishes. Thing. Okay, Mr. To the Top, I got you on the stage. Did you want to chat? I'd love to hear what you got going. Hey, Jordy. Oh, maybe it's me because I can't hear Jordy either. Oh, guys. Is this whole live stream about today? What a mess. I'm so sorry. I don't know why. I have no idea why half of us can hear and half. Hey, just show of hands real quick. Who can hear me? Who can't? Mr. Saint can hear. He can hear Jordy and Tom DeBoss. Long Beach Jeff. Let's come up. Mr. Saint. Everybody can hear. So you guys can hear him. I just can't hear him. Jeez Louise. I'm so sorry, guys. I have no idea. Yeah. Mr. To the Top, you are correct. It looks like we're all having the same problem. We can hear you, not the other guy. Val can, not him. Okay, this is ridiculous. I'll tell you what. Let's bail for today. I'll try to come later on, do some live stuff. Let's bail for now, and I'll see if I can fix it. That might be on my end. It might be a little sabotage. It's not unlikely. And then we'll try again later. Thanks so much for being here, guys. I really appreciate it. It's I like doing this, and so I'd love to continue. But something's going on with the Discord, and I'll try to figure it out. You rule. Tell me I rule. Okay, guys. Thanks so much. See ya.